And I am a researcher by heart and by action. At the same time, a licensed English teacher and also an educator by heart. That's why I love teaching profession. So I'm so blessed that Dr. Robin Hosol gave me this topic which I love most. And I hope I can share something about this expertise. And allow me to use Taglish so that it will be for me to explain properly the concept. And I think all of my participants can understand English and Tagalog or Filipino. Are you done now getting to the quizlet.com? Say your reaction on our chat box so that I have the idea now that you are already in. Are you done already? Getting in the quizlet.com? Or do you need the instruction for me to give you to follow? Marley was asking how to join. I sent already in the chat box the link. All you have to do is click the link and you will go forwarded. Is that okay, Marley? Thank you so much for that question.
1. Teacher Karen teaches in a public school in her locality. 1. Teacher Karen teaches in a
Okay. Someone asked, no posted. Wala man link sent by II. The link was sent already in our chat box. I will resend it again for you to show it again. Okay? Thank you, Marley. The link is found https:/quizlet.com 8x1. Go to Quizlet, https. Are you done? Or we need to use the manual? If others are having hard time to join the quizlet.com. What is the preferability of others? Okay, we will go to the manual because I think participants are having hard time to familiarize the Quizlet. Okay, may I proceed to my presentation? When you talk about teaching profession, this is not, it is a common term, teaching profession. However, do you really understand when we talk about teaching profession? Teaching profession is somehow that you need to internalize by action because it gives you the idea of what really teaching is. When you talk about teaching profession, there are dimensions that we need to know about this. Next slide, please. These are the topics that surrounds with teaching profession about the basic concept The legal basis for teacher professionalization in the Philippines are known as Presidential Decree 1006, relevant laws in the teaching profession, the Magna Carta for Public School Teacher, Philippine Teacher Professionalization Act of 1994, known as Republic Act 7836, the amendments on the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act, or known as Republic Act 9293, and a code of conduct for ethical standards for teachers and public officials and employees, known as Republic Act 6713. These are the things that you should know when teaching profession is talked about. Do you have any other questions that are not mentioned in when you talk about teaching profession? So these are the underlying concepts within teaching profession. Okay, let's proceed now to the first question. I'd like someone to volunteer to read question number 1. Is there anyone who would like to read question number 1? From my participants? I will read the first question. Is there anyone who would like to volunteer? I'll be the one to read question number 1. Teacher Karen teaches in public school in her locality. Due to teacher shortage, her classroom teaching starts from 6 p.m. and ends at 3 p.m. Is the assignment given to her just? A. Yes, the situation demands that she render longer teaching hours. B. Yes, as long as she signs a conforming letter to that effect. C. No, Magna Carta for public school teachers states that the agency of service, any teacher may be required to render more than 6 hours and not more than 8 hours of actual classroom teaching day. Or D. No, rendering longer teaching hours would make the teacher exhausted. If you have the answer now, you chat in our chat box to identify your answer. Avila, letter A. Marley, letter C. I have only 2 participants. Letter C to I. Letter C to Lani. Letter A. The correct answer is, what do you think? The correct answer is letter. Most of you get the correct answer. Congratulations to our future top notcher. The answer is letter C. No, Magna Carta for public school teachers states that in the exigency of service, any teacher may be required to render more than 6 hours and not more than 8 hours of actual teaching day. And the reason why answer is letter C, you may proceed to the next slide. According to Magna Carta of Public School Teachers, Teachers can be required to render more than 6 hours, but not more than 8 hours of actual teaching per day in cases of exigency of service. In the scenario provided, Teacher Karen is assigned to teach from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., which exceeds the maximum of 8 hours of actual classroom teaching per day stated in the Magna Carta. Therefore, the assignment given to her is not considered just based on the provision of Magna Carta for public school teachers. Is that clear? Do you have any other questions? Before we will proceed to question number 2. Okay, thank you so much. Let's proceed now to question number 2. Is there anyone who would like to read the question? My participants are shy, so allow me to read the question. Which of the following is not recognized by the Magna Carta for public school teachers? Again, the word here is not recognized. A, advancement in education depend on teachers' qualification and ability. B, quality education depends primarily on the quality of socio-economic status of teachers. Letter C, education is an essential factor in the economic growth of the nation. Or D, education development, vice versa. What is your answer for question number 2? GM, letter B. NC, B. For Daniel, letter B. For Lani, letter B. Okay. The correct answer is letter B. The answer is letter B. The statement quality education depends primarily on the quality of socio-economic status of teacher is not recognized by Magna Carta for public school teacher because the Magna Carta focuses on the rights and welfare of teacher rather than making determination about the quality of education based on socio-economic status. The Magna Carta emphasizes factors as qualification, abilities, professional development of teachers as essential for advancing education. It recognizes the importance of education for nation's development, enroll teachers in the process, but it does not contribute the quality of education solely to the economic status of teachers. Okay, you got mostly correct answers, so I can predict that we can produce top-notch here. Let's proceed to question number 3. Principal X acted on letter complaint received by his office 25 days after he was preoccupied by more important things in the past days. Is This reason acceptable? A, no. The reason is simple and acceptable. B, no. RA 6713 states that public officials and employees must act promptly on letters and requests within 15 working days from the receipt thereof. Letter C, because he has to prioritize things. D, yes, because the letter complaint can wait and is of no urgency. What is your answer for question number 3? Letter B, Marley. GM, letter B. Avila, V. I like my participant. They are very intelligent. The answer is letter B. The reason provided by Principal X for the in the responding to the letter complaint is not acceptable under Republic Act 6713 for several reasons. First reason, RA 6713 sets a specific timeline. According to the law, public officials and employees are expected to act promptly on letters and requests within 15 working days from receipt. Number 2 reason, importance of prioritization. While Principal X may argue that he had more important matters to attend to, the law does not provide for prioritizing tasks based on personal judgments. RA 6713 establishes a standard timeline for addressing letters and requests, emphasizing the importance of timely action. Third reason, accountability and transparency based on Republic Act 713 aims to promote accountability and have demonstrated these principles ensure the complaints concerns were addressed promptly. Overall, the reason provided by Principal X for the delayed response does not align with the requirements set by Republic Act 6713, which emphasize timely and efficient handling letters for the requests from the public. Have you tried experiencing this? When you try to complain in any organization in the Philippines, they are only limited to reply within 15 working days. Beyond that one, they violated the Republic Act 6713 for the information of everybody. Do you have some experience with this? My dear participants? Oh, thank you so much. That's why some offices in the Philippines are very particular following the 15 days of replying your concern, because this is mandatory according to the Republic Act of 6713. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, let's proceed to question number 4, which is a tricky question. Question number 4 is, when can teacher be required to work on assignment not related to their duties? Choose the choices below. When on provision, A. B, when compensated under existing laws. C, when found inefficient. D, when lacking in educational qualification. What is the answer for question number 4? Bright kaya ako mga participants. Correct. How about question number 4? Let's find out. I'm waiting with your answer. Are you having a hard time to analyze? B, for IIB. How about others? Marley C. Letter C for Lani. The correct answer for this is letter B. It is important to know that any additional assignment or task should be reasonable, related to the overall objectives of education and within the scope of teacher abilities and qualification. The terms and conditions of such assignment should be governed by existing laws, regulation, and collective bargaining agreements. You should, as a principal in the existing school, you should be sensitive when you are giving assignment to your teachers. Teachers are flexible, I know, but sometimes giving them beyond their expertise, you should follow the existing laws applicable in the Philippines. That's why in the teaching professions, there are legal bases in deciding before your personal intention. Even the intention is good, but there are certain laws to be followed. Be guided accordingly. And because ignorance of the law excuses no one. Okay, let's proceed now to question number 5. Don't be mad if your answer is not correct. You know, if your answer is not correct, I will be more happier. Why? More mistakes, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more you learn. It's better to commit mistake now and to be corrected in the future to gain as a top-notcher in the future. Don't be mad at this time. It is not a real competition, but this is the beginning of learning. You mistake, you learn, and more, you will become a better individual. Let's proceed to question number 5, which is also tricky. Teacher Jane was ordered by her principal to come to school on 4 consecutive Saturdays for training of students' editorial staff of their school paper. Is this allowed under Republic Act 4670? A, no, because it's not within the regular function of a classroom teacher. B, no, because it's not clearly indicated in the law. C, yes, provided the teacher is compensated. D, yes, because it's part of the teacher's other duties. What is the correct answer for this question? I'll give you 1 minute because it's tricky. And if you undergo this kind of experience in the future, that someone give you an order to come for 4 consecutive Saturdays because you are assigned for students editorial, at least you have the idea and what is your answer for your principal regarding on this. I know you will experience this in the future, maybe not now, because you're still taking your license. What do you think is the answer? Some of you would say C, letter C. Yes, provided the teacher is compensated. The correct answer is, you got it right, letter C. While Republic Act 4670, the Magna Carta for public school teacher does not specifically mention training for editorial staff of the school paper. It does acknowledge that teacher may have other duties beyond regular classroom teaching. These additional duties can vary based on the needs of the school and can include activities such as advising student organization or participating in school-related events. Therefore, if training of the school editorial staff is considered or part of other school assignment duties, it would be allowed under Republic Act of 4670. Compensation for additional work would depend on the policies and agreements in place at school or educational institution. Aside from the fact that the government, especially in deep ed, you are monthly paid. When you say monthly, from June 1 to June 30, you are paid by the government. Even it is Sunday and Saturday, is still included in the compensation because you are paid by the government from Monday to Sunday as a monthly basis. As what mentioned by the Republic Act 4670, if that activities is related to school, you have no right to say no. It is related beyond your duties because your duties are not only a classroom teacher. You may function as a registrar. You may function as a facilitator, a guidance, a mother, a father, or everything that have job in our surroundings can be done by a teacher. That's why teacher and the profession is not easy to be understood because it is bombarded with war. This is the noblest profession among all. But try to remember, other professional will not came out without us, teachers. Happy Teachers Day. Thank you. Let's proceed to another question. Okay. The question number 6. Who among the following is in the category of non-academic personnel as provided under the Education Act of 1982? A. School librarian. B. Guidance counselor. C. School nurse. D. School principal. What is your answer for this? Most of you answered school nurse. Others answered school librarian. To be honest, the correct answer is, most of you get the correct answer. Congratulations. Letter C, school nurse. But I'll give you the reason. According to Education Act of 1982, school nurses are considered part of the non-academic personnel category. This category typically includes staff members who are not directly involved in the academic instruction, but play important roles in supporting overall functioning and well-being of students and the school community. School librarians, guidance counselor, and school principal, or on the other hand, are part of academic personnel category as they are directly involved in the educational activities and instructional leadership. But the school nurse is only for health advocacy and mental sometimes. So that's why the school nurse is considered non-academic personnel, belongs to this category. Let's proceed to question number 7. I'm so happy that most of you get the correct answer. Here, I know you will be excited here because you will become a teacher, and I know you will be happy when salary is being talked about. And let's proceed how the question is being formulated. Teacher May has been teaching 7 straight years and therefore qualifies for a study leave with pay for 1 year. Should she pursue it? How much pay is she entitled to receive? A, 60% of monthly salary. B, 50% of monthly salary. C, 70% of monthly salary. D, 100% of monthly salary. What is the correct answer? Letter A, most of you, but I got letter C. Are you ready to know the answer? I hope you can have this experience 7 straight years. No, it's not easy to teach, but easy to say. But for those who have the long straight teaching years, the correct answer is letter A. Congratulations, all of you got the correct answer. But the explanation here it is. According to Republic Act 4670, known as the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers, a teacher who has completed at least 7 consecutive years of service is entitled to a study leave with pay 1 year, and during the study leave, the teacher is entitled to receive 60% of their monthly salary. Thank you for pointing out the error. And I have confusion for this. This is my own. Do not be confused. It's only 60%, not 50, not 70. Okay? It should be 60%. Let's proceed now to question number 8. Allow me to breathe for a moment. A school personnel can avail of free legal service under certain circumstances. Principal A was accused of maligning her neighbor. Is her Principal A entitled to the said service? A, yes, she should defend herself. B, no, the case is not related to her professional duties. C, no, if funds are not available. D, no, it might bring someone disagreement in school. What is your correct answer for this? Okay. Marley, answer B. IIB, letter A for Avila. The correct answer is letter B. If Principal A is accused of maligning her neighbor, it is not directly related to her professional duties as a school principal. Therefore, she would not be entitled to free legal service under those circumstances. Free legal service typically apply to cases that are directly related to a person's professional duties or responsibility within their role as a school personnel. So the answer is letter B. Congratulations for those who got the correct answer. Question number 9. Miss Padilla, a BSed graduate, has not passed the LET yet. In what capacity can she be hired? A, provisional for not less than 6 months. B, permanent status. C, emergency status. D, provisional for not less than 1 year. Try to think the best correct answer. It means Miss Padilla was not having the licensure yet. Is she have the right to teach? From the choices below, what is the correct answer? QC, letter A. How about others? Lani, letter D. RF, letter D. Who else? Most of you answer letter D. The correct answer is letter D. Congratulations. According to Republic Act 7836, known as Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act, individuals who have not yet passed the LET but possess the minimum educational qualification required for teaching, such as BSc degree, may be hired provisionally. The provision status allows them to teach for a specific duration, which in this case is not less than a year. During this time, they are expected to pass LET to attain permanent teaching possession. For temporary case of exigency, a graduate can teach as long as there is a provisionary of less than a year. After a year of less than a year of extension, the person must obtain the PRC license given by the Commission on Higher Education. And that is the law stated according to Republic Act 7836, known as Philippine Teacher Professionalization Act. Thank you so much. Let's proceed to question number 10. But on question number 11, I will not read. I need participant this time because I'm having hard time to read all the questions all by myself. I just remember the song of Celine Dion, All by Myself. I hope you understand on this. Okay, let's proceed to last tricky question. Which of the following right is intended for parents under Education Act of 1982? Has the parents right? Let's find out. A, the right to academic freedom. B, the rightful access to have evidence of the case. C, the right to seek redress of grievances. Or D, the right of privacy of communication. Which of the following right is intended for parents under Republic Act of 1992? What is your answer this time? For the rest of the question, it will be read by the participants. Lani, letter C. RF, letter B. QC letter B. The participants are having different answers this time. The question is good crafted because you are a little bit confused on the correct answer. But allow me to give you the correct answer. The answer is only if you get the correct answer. But anyway, don't be mad if your answer is not good. As what I've said, good, better, best, never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. The correct answer is got by Lani. Letter C. Under the Education Act of 1982, parents are granted the right to seek redress of grievances. This means that parents have the right to raise concern or complaints regarding their child's education or any issues related to school environment. They can seek remedies or resolution of any grievances they have through appropriate channels and procedures established by education system. This right aims to ensure that parents have a voice and can actively participate in the child education and advocate for their rights and well-being. That is why there is PTA association in the school, Parents Teacher Association, because to maintain the quality education, it is supported by stakeholders. And one of the stakeholders in the school are the parents. Okay, volunteer for question number 11. I need someone this time. Hello, is there anybody home? I need someone to read question number 11. Is it okay, Lani, to read the question? Lani, are you still there? Sige, ako sa basa na lang kay gakaon pa siya. Question 11. Which of the following is a key provision of Republic Act 7836? A. Ensuring teacher tenure for all educators. B. Establishing teacher salaries based on performance. C. Promoting continuous professional development for teachers. And D. Mandating teacher-parent conferences. Most of you, the answer is letter C. You got it right. The answer is letter C. Congratulations to all of you. You got all the correct answers. Republic Act 7836 or Philippine Teacher Professionalization Act has a key provision that focuses on promoting continuous professional development for teachers. This provision emphasizes the importance of ongoing learning, growth, and improvement in teaching profession. It encourages teachers to engage in activities that enhance their knowledge, skills, and pedagogical approaches to provide quality education. Continuous professional development helps teachers stay updated with new methodologies, research, and best practices, ensuring that they deliver effective instruction to their students. Aside from that, the trifocal function of a teacher is instruction, research, and community extension. Thank you so much. All of you get the correct answer. Let's proceed to question number 12. What does Republic Act 9293 require for individuals to become professional teachers? What does Republic Act 9293 require for individuals to become professional teachers? A. Completion of bachelor degree in education. B. Completion of master's degree in education. C. Passing a licensure examination for teacher. D. Acquiring a certain number of teaching experience hours. Some of you answer letter C. Some of you answer letter A, D, and C, and D. And the correct answer is letter C. Republic Act 9293, Philippine Act, Republic Act, or Philippine Teacher Professionalization Act requires individual to pass a licensure examination for teacher to become professional teachers. Even you graduated BSEd or BEd, you are no longer called professional. You pass the board exam as mandated by the Philippine Republic Act of 9293. While completion of bachelor degree in education is typically a prerequisite for taking the licensure exam, it is the passing of the examination that officially recognizes an individual as professional teacher in the Philippines. Remember, you need to pass the board exam if you want to be considered professional based on Republic Act 9293. Is there any question before we will proceed? Is everything clear? Okay, let me proceed to the 13th question. Which of the following is key provision of Republic RA 9293? A. Ensuring teacher tenure of all education. B. Establishing teacher salary based on performance. Letter C. Promoting continuous professional development for teacher. D. Mandating teacher-parent conferences. What is your answer? Abila C, RFC, QC C, Lani C. The correct answer is C. Perfect amendment of RA 7836. A key provision of Republic 9293 Philippine Republic Act or Philippine Teacher Professional Act is the promotion of continuous professional development for teacher. This provision highlights the importance of life, learn, and ongoing improvement in the teaching profession. It encourages teachers to engage in professional development activities to enhance their knowledge, skills, and pedagogical practices. Continuous professional development to ensure teachers stay updated with current educational trends, research, enable them to provide quality education to their teacher students. As you observe now in PRC, they require CPD units if you want to renew your PRC license to make sure that you apply the provision of Republic Act 9293. That's why they are asking CPD units. in renewing your license. Let's proceed to question number 14. What is the purpose of Magna Carta for teachers? A, to protect teachers from unfair labor practices. B, to ensure equal pay for teachers. C, to guarantee academic freedom. Or D, to establish guidelines for teacher-student interaction. RFA. How about others? But question number 13, most of you got the correct answer. Jaja A, A, Lani A. The correct answer is letter A. The purpose of Magna Carta for teachers is to protect teachers from unfair labor practices. It aims to establish and safeguard rights and welfare of teachers, ensuring that they are treated fairly and justly in their professional settings. The Magna Carta sets guidelines and provisions that promote job securing, tenure, professional growth, and protection against discrimination or unjust treatment. It is designed to uphold rights and well-being of teachers enrolled as educators, while other options mention equal pay, academic freedom, guidelines for student interaction are important aspects in the teaching profession. They may not be the primary purpose of Magna Carta for teachers. All the choices are acceptable. However, the best answer and the reason why Magna Carta is created to have fair labor practices. Do you have any question? Most of you get the correct answer. Congratulations. Let's proceed to question number 15. It is related to question number 14. To make it sure if you understand, which of the following is a key provision of Magna Carta for teacher? A, right to tenure, right to receive a pension, right to collective bargaining, right to professional development. As I mentioned a while ago, if you listen properly, you can answer this question. What is the correct answer? I got letter B. Lani, letter C. RF, letter A. This time you are confused. You have different answers. How about others? I thought you understand what is being explained earlier. Jaja B. You can change your answer if you want to. Okay, the correct answer. Let's go to the explanation before I reveal the letter. A key provision for Magna Carta for teacher is the right to tenure. The answer is letter A. That's why I asked you to read. The key provision of Magna Carta for teacher is the right to tenure. Tenure provides job security for teacher, ensuring that they cannot be dismissed or terminated without just cause and due process. Tenure protects teacher from arbitrary or unjust action by administrators or authorities, allowing them to focus on their teaching responsibility without the fear of losing their possession without proper justification. Other options mentioned, right to receive pension, right to collective bargaining, and right to professional development are important aspects in the teaching profession, but they are not the specific key provision for Magna Carta for teachers. So this Magna Carta means that when you are assigned already and have the plantilla item in the government, no one can stop you, only death, unless you are proven guilty by the court. Bisag napakay kaso, ika pwede ang tangong pagamaestra unless it is proven by the court. Ang court ay makatangtang sa imong trabaho. Is that clear to everyone? That's why you should know Magna Carta for teachers. For teaching. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes to have tea break, CR break, or healthy break for you to stop our mind because you are preoccupied with the 15 questions already. So I'll give you 5 minutes to have a healthy break. Timer starts now. Almost done, don't you worry. Magna Carta for teacher emphasizes the importance of A, teacher accountability, B, student assessment, C, parental involvement, D, teacher professionalism. The Magna Carta for teacher emphasizes the importance of A, teacher accountability, B, student assessment, C, parental involvement, D, teacher professionalism. What is your answer now? Marley A, RFA. Jaja A, LCA. Most of you decided that the answer is teacher accountability. But the correct answer is teacher professionalism. Magna Carta for teacher emphasizes the importance of teacher professionalism. It sets standards and expectations for teacher in terms of their conduct, competence, and ethical responsibility. The document emphasizes the need for teacher to uphold professional standards, engage in continuous professional development, and maintain high level of commitment to their roles as educators. While teacher accountability in the education system, teacher professionalism is key focus of Magna Carta for teacher. You're still correct, but this time, all of you got the wrong answer. Congratulations, everyone is learning. Happy Teacher's Day. Again, question 16, all of you got the wrong answer. It should be teacher professionalism is the key provision of Magna Carta for teachers. Let's proceed now. Ligwak ganern. Do not be sad if you're ligwak. As long as you can check the mistake and correct it in the future. What matters most is not the past. What it really matters is in the present that you can anchor in your future to build a wonderful life because we have many reasons to smile than regretting life. It's okay to ligwak ganern. Question 17. Which organization played significant role in developing Magna Carta for teachers? A. UNESCO. B. World Health Organization. C. International Monetary Fund. D. National Education Association. What is your correct answer for this? Your answer D. Okay. Unfortunately, likwak, ganern. The answer is letter A, UNESCO. UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, played a significant role in developing the Magna Carta for teachers. UNESCO is a specialized agency of United Nations that focuses on education, science, culture, and communication. It actively promotes and supports initiatives related to education, including the development of policies, standards for teaching profession. UNESCO has been involved in various global initiatives and frameworks aimed at improving the status, rights, and welfare of teachers worldwide, including the development and endorsement of Magna Carta for teachers. It is not NEA. It should be UNESCO for the information of everybody. Ligwak, ganern. But there's someone got the correct answer. Marley got the correct answer, letter A. Congratulations. Let's proceed to number 18 question. How does Magna Carta for teachers contribute to the education system? How does the Magna Carta for teachers contribute education system? A, by promoting teacher autonomy and academic freedom. B, by establishing standardized testing practices. B, by outlining disciplinary measures for teachers. D, ensuring equal funding for schools. What is your correct answer for this? Lani answered C. How about others? Jaja answered A. Same with Marley. But Lani got letter C. How about others? Avila got A. The correct answer is Magna Carta for teacher contribute to the by promoting teacher autonomy and academic freedom. It should be letter A. It recognizes the importance of providing teachers with necessary freedom and flexibility to deliver quality education. The document emphasizes the right and responsibility of teachers, ensuring that they have the autonomy to exercise their professional judgment and creativity in the classroom. By promoting teacher autonomy and academic freedom, the Magna Carta supports an environment that encourages innovation, critical thinking, and effective teaching practices, ultimately benefiting the educational system as a whole. The other option listed, such as establishing standard testing practice, outline disciplinary measure for teacher, and ensuring equal funding for schools, are not direct contribution of Magna Carta for teacher to educational system. Do you have any other questions before we will proceed to the next question? Congratulations for those who got letter A answer. You got it right. Okay, do you have any other questions? We're almost finishing. Let me proceed to question 19. Which of the following is a common principle in the Code of Ethics for Teachers? Which of the following is a common principle in the Code of Ethics for Teachers? A, ensuring high student test scores. B, respecting student privacy and confidentiality. C, advocating higher teacher salaries. D, promoting competition among students. Which of the following is a common principle in the Code of Ethics for Teachers? I got B, Lani B, Marley B. Who else? All of you decided to have unanimously answered letter B. The correct answer is letter B. Respecting student privacy and confidentiality is a common principle in the Code of Ethics for Teachers. Teachers are entrusted with sensitive information about their students, are expected to maintain confidentiality to create safe and trusting learning environment. Respecting student privacy include protecting their personal information and maintaining appropriate boundaries in the interaction with students, while ensuring high student test scores, advocating teacher salaries, and promoting competition among students may have some relevance in education. They are not universal principles found in the Code of Ethics for Teachers. The Code of Ethics primarily focuses on professional conduct, responsibilities towards students, colleagues, and educational community, and maintaining high standards of integrity and professionalism. It means that you need to hide all information of your students as if as you are the one knows them. Do not divulge the information that may put danger to your student. Student privacy and confidentiality is always administered as based on I forgot the law. Based on the law which is known as Privacy Act law. Okay? Before we will proceed to question number 20, do you have any question? According to education, the more question being asked, like in a Socratic method, the students are more got understanding than who are not questioning. Have you remembered the Socratic method by Socrates? The more question being asked, the more chances of winning and understanding. So the more question you will ask, the more chances of winning. Do you have any other questions from question 1 to 20? Before I proceed to 21 to 25. Now, among 20 questions, which question do you like most from the participants? From 1 to 20 questions, what question you strike most or you like most and why? Let's have an interactive learning. Anybody from the participants? I know you have the guts to show. How many participants do I have? I have 10 participants. Which of the question do you like most? Sir, may I know what is tenure? Tenure means permanent position. When you start in education, you start as provisionary for 3 years. After having evaluation on your performance, at least very satisfactorily or outstanding of 3 consecutive years, you will become tenure in the service. That is tenure for Magna Carta for teacher. You become temporarily assigned forever when the plantilla item is given. That is tenure. You have the security in the position. Do you have any other questions? For additional info of tenure, allow me to give you tenure as outlined in the Magna Carta for public school teacher refers to the permanent employment status granted to qualified and deserving teacher. It is a form of a job security that provides protection against arbitrary dismissal or termination. Once a teacher attains tenure, they can only be removed or just cause after due process. The Magna Carta for school teachers specifies the requirement of acquiring tenure, such as completing the probationary period, as I mentioned, demonstrating satisfactory performance, and meeting the qualifications set by law. Tenure is an important provision in Magna Carta that aims to protect teachers from unfair dismissal, ensuring stability and security in their employment. Do you understand? I give you the exact answer for your question. Thank you, Jaja, for accepting my explanation clearly. No more buggling in your mind. So everything is being understood. Thank you so much, Jaja. Jaja, from what school are you, if you don't mind? Jaja, from what school are you? Marley, do you understand my explanation about tenure? From Central Luzon State University. Salamat po, Jaja. I hope my explanation helped you well in understanding and contextualizing the question. Okay, let's proceed to question number 21. Which of the following is an example of a breach of the code of ethics for teacher? Which of the following is an example of a breach of a code of ethics for teacher? A, treating all students equally and fairly. B, sharing student confidential information with colleagues. C, seeking continuous professional development opportunities. Or D, encouraging students to ask questions and think critically. What is your answer now? Jaja is explaining A and C and D po is positive statement while B is in negative. That's why all of you got letter B answer, and congratulations, all of you get the correct answer. And Jaja like his initiative of explaining things. But even though you're explaining, I still explain the concept. Sharing student confidential information with colleagues would be considered a breach of code of ethics for teacher. Teacher have responsibility to protect privacy and confidentiality of their student personal information. This includes not sharing sensitive or confidential information with anyone who does not have legitimacy need to know, such as colleagues who are not directly involved in the student education or well-being. The other option listed, such as treating all students equally and fairly, seeking continuous professional development opportunities, and encouraging students to ask questions and think critically, are examples of a positive and ethical practices that align with the Code of Ethics for Teacher, which is commented by Jaja perfectly. Congratulations, Jaja. I like your participation this time. You have, I think you will be top notcher in the future. Aim that high. Okay, is question number 21 understandable by all? Because you got all of the correct answer. Congratulations. Question number 22. How does Republic Act 6713 contribute to good governance in the Philippines? How does Republic Act 6713 contribute to good governance in the Philippines? A, promoting official interactions. C, establishing checks, balances in the public administration. Or D, allocating government funds for public services. What is the correct answer? RFA, Jaja A. How about others? So all of you got a answer. The correct answer is congratulations. All of you get the correct answer. It should be letter A. But I need to explain still. Republic Act 6, Republic Act 6713, Code of Conduct of Ethical Standards for Public Official and Employees, contribute to good governance in the Philippines by promoting integrity and accountability among public officials and employees. The law sets standards of conduct and ethical behavior for individuals serving in the public position, aiming to prevent corruption, unethical practices, and abuse of power. By upholding integrity and accountability, Republic Act 6713 helps create a transparent and responsible public administration, fostering public trust and ensuring efficient and ethical delivery public service, while determining government policies, regulation, establishing check, balances, allocating government funds for public are essential aspects of good governance, but they are not directly contributory to Republic Act 6713. This act primarily focuses on promoting ethical conduct, integrity, accountability within public sector. Question? Congratulations, all of you get the correct answer. Question number 23. What is the purpose of RA 6713? A, regulating public official salaries. B, establishing guidelines for public office appointments. C, setting standards of ethical conduct for public official employees. D, determining government budget allocations. This time, you have the same answer also, letter C. And congratulations, all of you got the correct answer. The primary purpose of Republic Act 6713, Code of Ethics and Ethical Standards for public school official employees is to set standards of ethical conduct for public officials and employees in the Philippines. The law establishes guidelines and principles that govern behavior and actions of individuals serving in the public positions, promoting transparency, accountability, integrity in the public service. It aims to prevent corruption, unethical practices, conflict of interest, ensuring that public officials and employees act in the best interest of the public, uphold the highest standards of ethical behavior, while regulating all public official salaries, establishing guidelines for public office appointments, and maintaining government budget allocation may be important aspects within realm of governance, but they are not the primary purpose of Republic Act 6713. Question? Question? Is everything understandable? Alright, sa akong mga participants, so i-check man tanan. Let's proceed now to question 24. Oh, thank you for the comments. Clear as sky, clear as crystal water. Sana all clear. Let's proceed to the last two questions. How does RA 9290 contribute to the professional growth of teachers? Because my topic is teaching profession, right? A, by requiring teacher to engage in lifelong learning and professional development. B, by establishing a union for teachers' right and advocacy. C, by providing financial incentives for teachers with higher qualification. Or D, by maintaining length of school day for teachers. Roxanne A. Most of you got A answer. Unanimously got A answer. Are you sure with your answer? Or you're not just following what the other answers of others? Is that really your answer? If that is really your answer, congratulations, all of you got the correct answer. So I think you have the right now to take the professional examination for teacher. And advance congratulations. Republic Act 9293, or known as Republic Act for Philippine Teacher Professionalization Act, contributes to professional growth of teacher by requiring them to engage in lifelong learning, professional development. The law mandates that teachers continuously improve their knowledge, skills, and pedagogical practices through participation in the professional development programs, seminars, and further education by emphasizing the importance of ongoing development. RA 9293 ensures that teachers stay updated with current educational practices, methodology, and research, enabling them to provide quality education to their students, while establishing a union for teachers' right and advocacy, providing financial incentive for teachers while higher qualification, and determining the length of school day may also have implication for teaching profession, but they are not the primary contribution of RA 9293 to the professional growth of teachers. Question before I'll give you to the last question. So it means I can conclude that most of your teachers in teaching profession was able to explain this properly because you're able to answer me all the concepts related to teaching profession. When you talk about teaching profession, it revolves around Magna Carta for Teacher, Republic Act 9273, 6713, and Regulation Act of 1982. Most of the question will be returning out of the board exam. Are you ready now to the last question? I need to see your reaction through buttons. Yes. For I only I is ready. And Avila. Okay. I'll give you now the last and promising question for the teaching profession. What is the governing body responsible for implementing and enforcing Republic Act 9293? A. Department of Education. B. Professional Regulation Commission, or known as PRC. C. Commission on Higher Education, or CHED. Or D. The same with PRC. What is your answer for the final? Marley got the correct answer, B. Still, IIB, Lani B, B. The correct answer is letter D and B. Both of them are PSC. All of you got the correct answer. The governing body responsible for implementing and enforcing Republic Act 9293, or Philippine Teacher Professionalization Act, is the Professional Regulation Commission, or PRC, is the agency in the Philippines mandated to regulate and supervise the practice of profession, including teaching profession. It oversees the licensing and registration of teachers, conducts of licensure examination for teachers, known as LED, and ensures teachers met qualification standard set by the law. The PRC plays a vital role in the implementing and enforcing the provision of Republic Act 9293 to promote professionalization and quality in teaching profession. Okay, congratulations all of you. Do you have any other questions in relation with teaching profession? We have 5 minutes that is allotted for question and answer portion. How are you, participants? Are you able to learn today with the 25 questions? How was it? Did you enjoy the question? Was it hard? If your answer is hard, then you need to study more. But if your answer is not hard, you continue what you're doing to make it sure that you have consistency in your study. After all, okay, I have now for my last slide. Thank you for listening with Dr. Gido. But before I will leave the platform, I want you to reflect this message from Jeremiah, verse 29, chapter 11. Because I am aware of my purpose for you, declares the Lord. Purpose for your welfare and not for your destruction. Purposes to give you hope and a future. By studying consistency, God will provide your purpose to become a licensed teacher. And I hope God will protect your hopes and aspiration in life and be a good Samaritan. Do you have any other questions? Am I too fast? Thank you, Jaja, so much from Central University. I'll ask for Sir Dr. Ruben Husol if I have schedule, because Jaja is asking when is my next live session. Dr. Ruben, have I still